Hey guys, welcome to Muse and Magic 1111, and thanks for stopping by my channel for yet another deep dive into this twin flame journey. Today, wow, um, there's a lot to uncover. Um, but let me just start off by saying, hey, my name is Eisha. I'm coming to you from Bay Area, California. I'm your local healer, muse, educator, workshop facilitator, business owner, entrepreneur, reader, spiritual advisor, homeschool mom, so much more. Um, just a total creative. That's just my shiz, okay? So here I am, and I have said this before on when I've introduced myself that I actually do musing packages. I'm gonna encourage you guys to check those out at museandmagic.net because I do feel the need. I do feel called. I do feel a lot of energy right now, and the energy of the planet is just a great reset. There's so many things that are resetting, right? That are just reconstructing themselves, and for rightful reasons because we've been going through a shift for some time now, starting at least 2012, just as a planet, really raising our vibration. And there are many who came here to leave before that happened. There are many came to just usher us over that hump and to kind of get us here, but then leave. So many different players, so many different people in this simulation that come here, and there are no accidents and no happenstances ever. So, um, just a moment of gratitude and silence for those who did not make it through the whole shift. We give thanks because just their being here was enough. They came to do what they were supposed to do, and now we are here carrying the torch, right? Every last one of you here, including myself, your being here, your energy here on this planet is enough, okay? I don't want you to feel like you came here to do something like hold up the whole planet, right? Heal everyone, fix everyone. That's not what you came here to do. You came here just to bring your light, your energy for such a time as this, okay? So you are loved, you are wonderful just as you are. You are perfect, perfectly imperfect, okay? And so just know that. And I just felt like I needed to say that. So if you know how I get down, you've been to any of my readings, you know that I've already shuffled and laid out the cards to save time. You know that I always start with a healing and also a song from divine masculine to the feminine or vice versa. Today's song, I do feel like, once again, most oftentimes these messages are coming from divine masculine because they're typically the ones who are not um, in union. For most of you watching this channel, you're probably not in union with your divine other half. There's still this runner chaser energy going on, right? And more than likely, the feminine is the one who has been in the chaser energy. Although I don't feel that now. I feel like my feminines have kind of leveled out, and you're been doing a lot of work on yourself, your own self transformation, your own personal evolution. But even in that, there's still this masculine who feels like he's still rebelling, right? He's still running in the runner energy of just kind of just really evading, avoiding this connection, for multiple reasons. Um, Fortunately and unfortunately, because nothing happens without reason or without purpose, and this had to happen, feminines, for you to deep dive into yourself and to work on you, the best version of you, right? Um, no doubt when you two first came into each other's presence, you both shifted something in one another. You both awakened something in one another. That is how you know this is your divine other half, or your twin flame. For others of you, you recognize there was just some connection, some magnetism you had, um, from the gate, from the start. Even if it wasn't your typical type or someone who you'd normally be attracted to, something about their spirit, their soul, their energy, their likes and dislikes, the familiarity, that something about them just still held a very special place in your heart. It touched you in a special way, and um, you have not been able to shake that. And that's how you know this is your divine other half. There are other signs, but sometimes people do tend to think that someone is their twin flame, and it's merely a soulmate, um, because there is only one. That is the belief, right? There is only one twin flame for each of us, because well, not each of us, because all of us don't have one, but that is the literal mirror to your soul, right? The masculine or the feminine counterpart to your soul, depending on who you are. So let's go ahead and dive in. Today's song is by Lamarco. It's called Healing, and I thought it was just so timely and so perfect for such a time as this. Let's listen to the lyrics. Let's close our eyes. Remember, if you don't feel anything, don't worry about what you feel or don't feel. Something's always happening. Um, I'm definitely coming in with a special healing today that is going to heal this relationship. I'm going to put it in this special um, um, healing grid. That's the best way to explain it, so that we can work through and allow divinity, the divine, to really work through, help us work through these issues, and especially as it pertains to the healing of this relationship and our masculines just finding their way home. And when I say that, it doesn't always mean finding themselves back to the divine feminine. Yes, they do need to find the balance in their own feminine energies, um, but also to awaken to who they truly are, most importantly. That is key to everything. That is key to the shift. That is key to the changes that need to be made in all of our lives. It's just finding the balance with that masculine or feminine other side of ourselves. So I'm going to leave that there, and let's get started.
When I think of you and see you doing well, I can't keep replaying how we went through so much hell. Because I'm still hurting, having trouble moving on, and it makes me feel like everything is gone. But I need a healing for my soul. Where can I find it? You will make me whole. I feel so broken deep inside.
Okay, so again, that was Lamarco healing. I'll leave all that information in the description box for you. And then also how to contact me for a healing or personal reading. Check out musingmagic.net, but I'll also put that in the description box. Please remember, if you hear something that you like here, to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. You can comment as well. It's always helpful to any reader to know that we're on point, right? That we're touching you, that things are resonating, and so that's a blessing within itself. Just remember that. And thank you. Just know that you're appreciated. You are loved. I do this for you. Okay. So, first thing I wanted to ask here is who we were talking about. Which masculines are we talking about at this time? Which masculines are we talking to? Who is this reading for? And so, what came up is Wisconsin, Delaware, Illinois, Mississippi, Indiana, Mexico, North Carolina, Nebraska, Egypt, Nevada, Maryland, Colorado, California. Of course, California always comes up. Um, and remember that, these places are just places that um, may resonate with your situation. It doesn't mean that anyone is necessarily living there. They could be from there, have roots there, have visited there. You guys could have vacationed there or gone there, traveled there, together. But for whatever reason, these places come up. And so please know that if none of this resonates with you, it does not mean that this reading is not for you. It just means that, for those specific people, there's something very specific in this message for you, okay? I wanted to know who we're talking about as far as this masculine. Who is this masculine? This is someone, Five of Cups in reverse. This is someone who definitely is, has had some money struggles. Um, However, I feel like this may be a time where they're trying to either dig their way out, or things are turning around for them since this is in the reverse. But money has been moving very slowly. That has been a driving, I don't want to say goal, but like a driving or an unending thought or struggle or something they've been meditating about. And meditating, I just mean just really focusing their thoughts on like their finances and how to get out of a rut, how to get out of the situation that they're in, how to do more, how to come bringing more. Um, you know, Maybe even reminiscing on how the way things used to be and what they used to have, because I feel like flashy is what spirit just literally just gave me the word flashy. This masculine is very flashy, or used to being very flashy, or um, very having very rich taste, or just liking really nice things. And here, I don't know, the word somber comes up. Like, this masculine has been very somber lately. And if you could even see this card, the Five of Cups in reverse, this masculine here is just looking at all the cups, what he used to have, what used to be standing upright, what used to be in front of him. He's not even noticing what he has behind him. There's still two cups behind him. He's focusing in on these three cups in front of him that have fallen over, and he has his head down. It's like he's not even, it's like the Zoloft cloud is over him. You know what I mean? Like, he's not even recognizing what he still has, what he has that what he can manifest. And anyways, that energy is wow. This is someone with Four of Wands in reverse who is not experiencing the happy home thing right now. This is someone this is someone who is, it's almost like they're just, throwing their hands up. But definitely experiencing some tumult, some turmoil in the home situation, or at least some dis-ease or unease. I don't know why Spirit tells me dis-ease. I don't, know, but if that, oof, anyways, gosh, this is already starting off kind of dreary, like, somber keeps coming to mind. This masculine is definitely the Hierophant. This is someone who, sees himself as a boss. He feels very important to himself, right? He does feel like it matters how the public sees him, how other people sees him. Public opinion comes to mind. Um, Now, this could be someone who is in a position of power, but even if they're not in a position of power, maybe they are a boss, maybe they are a leader, definitely alpha alpha male energy here, okay? This is someone who is, definitely, I'm going to say this specific reading is for the masculines that are above over 25. I don't feel like this guy is really young. I feel like he's definitely 25 and up or older. He's not really the guy who's representing the knight in shining armor coming in on his horse right now. He's really actually representing someone who may be older but still just a little immature. This is someone who is closed-lipped. He's not coming in bearing messages, giving messages, or saying what needs to be said. All right. Someone who's not really speaking much at all. Maybe some of you are not even in contact or not even in communications with this masculine. If you have been recently in communication, it's still very tight-lipped. It's like very surface. It's like it's nothing deep. No deep conversation is being had. I feel like they're very. What spirit literally gave me is tight-lipped. He's just not speaking, not trying to speak a lot, not trying to speak too much, not wanting to say the wrong thing, or just not wanting to express truly how he feels. This is the Nine of Swords in reverse. Excuse me, in reverse as well. So, this is first of all, let me just say there's a lot of reverse cards right now. Um, so things to me seem a little bit upside down in this masculine's life, or seem a little topsy turvy right now. This is about someone who is crying, is frustrated, um, and actually refusing to let go. Okay, wait a minute. This is someone who is actually not letting go of emotions. They're holding on, they're reminiscing, they're thinking about things. And this masculine does cry. This masculine does cry at night. It's very sad, but nobody knows. Nobody knows. He's not the type to be vulnerable in front of anyone. Anyone, not even you at this time, Divine Feminine. Um, but he does lie awake in bed at night. He does. I see someone laying on their pillow with their hands behind their head, staring up at the ceiling, and just like wondering what's next? Like, what the fuck? What is this all about? Is this all life has to offer? I mean, this is a masculine who is just not truly happy. Probably hasn't laughed in a long time, or if they laugh, it's just kind of a chuckle. It's kind of a, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever, but not like a hearty, heartfelt laugh. Like I feel like even that represents vulnerability for this masculine. What are they lying in bed thinking about, Spirit? We have the Council Fire. This is decisions. We have Medicine Bundle, which is allies and support. Wow. And we have Peyote Ceremony, which is new abilities. So this masculine lays and thinks about the decisions he's made in his past and his life, what decisions he needs to make moving forward, but is very stagnant on making fucking decisions. Um, he also is wondering who is truly for him, allies, support, who really has his back and who isn't. I feel like someone is always checking over their shoulder, not really trusting the people that they're with. Even in this case, I feel like with this I feel like there is a third party situation here possibly for some, and I feel like he's not even feeling like he can trust the feminine in his life, not the divine feminine. I'm just talking about the other feminine characters in his simulation in his life. Like I, I almost feel like I can't trust nobody. I literally hear someone saying I can't trust none of these niggas, none of these hoes. Bitches ain't loyal. Like I literally hear that. So that is someone's thing, and then with the new abilities, it's like this masculine has other capabilities, other abilities, other things he could be using his time and efforts, putting his time and efforts to, but he is unclear of what those are or what they look like. He's unclear, even if he does have an inkling of what he could be doing, he's unclear about how that is going to feed him and provide for him. Mm. Yeah, so this is what keeps him up at night, turmoiling over what to do next. Who can I trust? who is my true support system? Who's my, round table? I don't feel like I even have one person I could call part of my round table at this time. And at the same time, I know I need to do something different, but what the fuck can I do right now? Like, what the fuck? Um, wow. What are the general energies of this masculine at this time? We have the mask. Mask, it comes up constantly with this divine masculine's readings often because, or the sunglasses or something, right? Because it's still about hiding behind perception, what you feel like people, or what they feel like people. When I say perception and you, I'm speaking in general, but what they feel like they want people to see them as, who they feel like people need to see them as. Um, Interesting, this is right beneath the Five of Cups in reverse because, again, this is about someone who has lost everything, who feels like they've lost a lot. And there's more loss than they have here gained. There's more loss than they can turn around and actually see that they still have. There's just too much loss. I've taken a lot of loss, and people know that and see that, and how are they going to perceive of me? I can't let nobody know. I can't let nobody know how much I've lost. I can't let anybody know that I'm not where I was before. You know what I'm saying? I have to appear to, at least, to keep up with the Joneses, if not surpass them. This is someone who is definitely in their ego, with the sun card here. We have, what comes to mind is definitely the ego, definitely Leo energy, definitely the star energy. This is someone who is used to shining on people. Please excuse me, I have to get like just go into my lower level hood shit right now. This is someone who's used to stunting on niggas. Stunting. I'm shining on these niggas. You know what I'm saying? And so if you can't do that, you know what I'm saying? If you don't have the means or the ability or the support system or the whatever to do that, then who am I? That's where the ego comes in. You know what I'm saying? Who are people going to think I am? What are they going to think of me then? We have the rainbow here. Rainbow is about the various colors of the color spectrum, right? There's a little bit of sun, there's a little bit of cloud, there's been some rain, and then boom, these are the ingredients, right? Precipitation. These are the ingredients for the rainbow. It's like the sign after the storm has passed, the sign after things are drying up, the sign, it's the symbol of promise, right? You know, oh, for some of you, this is a sign that you need to look for. Start looking for rainbows. Rainbows are going to show up in your life regardless of how, but this rainbow does indicate a promise. It indicates the contract. It indicates the promise you once made to one another to come together this lifetime and to balance this shit out, to heal this shit so you're not constantly coming back here on repeat with this same runner chaser energy, things left unhealed. Oh, that just gave me an idea. Okay. If we have time, I'm going to dive into some past life energies for you guys, for the you masculines and feminines, but we'll see what happens if we have time. And so then there is, chocolate in reverse. So this is someone who really doesn't realize that they have a leak. It's like things are right, they're topsy turvy, they're upside down. This comes in reverse. I don't even read these cards in reverse typically, but I am doing it today just because I just felt the need to just take it for face value, take the messages as spirit gives them to me. And if the cards are upside down, if they're in reverse, I mean that's the message. So this is someone. It's like the instead of the chocolate pouring into the bowl, and you're like, ooh, I can't wait to taste it. It's upside down, so now the sweetness is pouring out of the bowl. The sweet chocolate is pouring out of the bowl. So, what that is telling me is that this is someone who doesn't feel like life is sweet enough right now. This is someone who almost doesn't even have the capacity to turn the fucking bowl over so that they can reverse the situation. But you're just letting the sweetness run out of life. It almost reminds me of those, the oh my God, why can't I think of what it's called? Like the little sand. I'm having a brain fart. The hourglass, right? That's upside down. Just a moment, you guys. I'm sorry. Every time I do a reading, my kids get to, I don't, but that is such indicative of this masculine's life. Every time he wants to call or reach out, every time he thinks of you, there's some disturbance, something that comes up that keeps him from doing it. Something that is loud in his life that keeps him from making a decision or voicing how he really feels. Give me a moment, please. Okay, sorry guys. I had to go in there and get my kids together and threaten to knock them off the planet if they keep on cutting up. That is black mama syndrome, honey. You can't say nothing without a threat, okay? And so, and they just be laughing at me. Um, so, I'm laughing because I imagine that's exactly how divine feminine feels right now. Like you could just punch your divine masculine in the throat. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, but this shit's funny. Oh my God. It's like I've been here doing all this work, right? Waiting for you to get your shit together, you dumbass. And it's like you're out here just still like, duh. You know what I'm saying? Just not, I'm sorry. I'm good. Oh, gosh. Anyways, I feel you, feminists. Trust me, I fucking do, okay? Okay. So yeah, we have this chocolate that's upside down. Sweetness is escaping him, evading him, and he just still, for the life of him, doesn't know how to bring it back. And the funny fucking part about it is, if divine feminine was, if there was a union here and divine feminine was in the equation, it's like it would already fucking rectify itself off top, right? They don't get it. So, and then we have the wall, and this wall is obviously there is a wall up around the masculine. Like he's so fucking guarded, and it's it's for a reason. I feel like the way that he lives or moves or God, this is so heavy. I feel like whatever it is going on in his life, what he's used to, his childhood, his upbringing, his whole life, he's had to kind of have this guardedness, this wall around himself. Very difficult for this masculine to be vulnerable. When that happens, he gets completely out of, not even out of balance. He just becomes afraid and he's like, I gotta pull back. And that is probably what happened when you guys separated the first time, or oftentimes if it's happened more than once, because for some of you, this has been a cycle, right? This coming together and he's all lovey dovey and love bombing and we're in communication and we're talking, and then, suddenly he just kind of ghosts you or, just turns off. It's like it's always the same cycle, and it's because anytime they feel like they're getting vulnerable, which they do feel like they can be with you, and that scares them. Because there is something in you where they cannot lie. They can't lie. They can't deceive. They can't pretend. And you don't give a fuck about their accolades. You don't give a fuck about who they were, who they've been, what they've accomplished, what they've lost. You are God, you just love them unconditionally because it's you, you know, and you recognize that feminine, you know. So how do we? So we know what this is, okay? This is ego here. This is wearing the mask, just perception, being very concerned about people's perception. Um, what is it that is keeping this masculine from, like, what is this wall even about? Like, what is it that's keeping this masculine from, you know, coming forward? So we have sunrise in reverse, just kind of refusing to see the light, you know, refusing to see the light in themselves and refusing to see and recognize what this connection is. Yeah, next to that is the eye. So definitely just not having clarity, not seeing what needs to be seen, meaning the importance, the value of this connection, and what this is. And so therefore there's the gate in reverse. Again, I don't typically read this deck in reverse, but this goes hand in hand with the wall. It's like, gates are about keeping things out, right? You put up gates because you want to keep certain elements, certain things, certain creatures, certain things out. And that's what this is about. Now it is in reverse, but this is the open gate. So in reverse, it means the fucker is still closed and locked. You got 15 goddamn locks on the gate because you just don't want anything to get in. But although you may be keeping things that are not good for you in masculine, right? Things that are dangerous, people that are dangerous, situations that are dangerous or not good for you, you're also keeping out that which is good, right? And then we have a bridge here. I do believe, and it's right next to the scroll. So I do know that I believe that this masculine knows that feels like there's too much water under the bridge. Um, they do recognize that, you're in two different places, and that there is distance between you. Maybe the distance is literal distance between you. Maybe the distance is literally just too much time has gone by. Maybe the distance is, you've been doing work, feminines, working on yourself, and they are still in this very somewhat immature energy. And when I say immature, I just mean, like, just not really wanting to see things with the eye, right, for face value, not really having done any spiritual work on themselves. So that's a whole different plane. You're like on two different planes, two different sides of the bridge, literally. And then with the scroll in reverse, again, being tight-lipped, just not wanting to say what needs to be said, not coming in with news, not coming in with any type of offer, any type of anything that's going to rectify the situation and turn this upside down bowl of chocolate that's dripping on the floor, right? And just being wasted upright. Okay? Whew, gracious. Mm. So now let's get to, what needs to happen in order for this masculine to come forward. What blockages need to be removed for this masculine to come forward? First of all, we have take the next step now. Part of the issues, right? Decisions came up in here, um, in the beginning, and so again, this masculine refuses to make the hard decisions. So this is about taking the next step. That's meaning you're going to have to make a decision to move forward, move towards this divine connection. Self-care, taking care of yourself. I don't feel like masculines are doing that. They're definitely not doing it when it comes to what they're putting into their bodies. Again, addictions have come up again and again. It did not come up in this reading. Let me just check something. Okay, I was just seeing if it might have been at the bottom of the deck, but addictions didn't come up, but it has come up multiple times in many of these readings, and I know that many have not worked on that yet. So I'm going to say that these addictions, and when I say addictions, it could be listen, it doesn't have to be substance abuse or anything. It doesn't have to be drugs or alcohol, but for many, about 80%, I think it is. You know, um, just smoking too much weed, literally to the point where you smell like it. Your car probably smells like it. Your house smells like it. A room in your house smells like it. Something, it's just excessive. Smoking too much weed, drinking too much alcohol. I talked about this the last time. That's what I need to do. The next healing I do is going to be for the liver, literally, specifically for the organs of the body, but particularly the liver. Um, Thanks, Spirit. Retirement. This is someone who can also be addicted to work. They use work as an outlet, work as, um, a way to not have to deal with anything. So, again, retirement. And although retirement doesn't have to mean um, putting down these streams of income, it just could mean putting other people in place in order to um, to run the business smoothly or to keep it running, whereas someone else can just take a back seat. You know what I'm saying? It's like owning a franchise or owning a business that you can hire people to run, but you don't have to be the person who comes in, unlocks, locks up, stays morning till sun up to sundown. You don't have to be the person doing all the work alone anymore. Okay, freeing up time. This is courage. I don't need to explain that. Fucking courage. We've been knowing that. You know, making decisions takes courage. Change takes courage, right? And adult children. This could be for some of you guys. I think maybe about 20% of you guys. It might be, literal adult children who are just not, um, who may see this masculine or this feminine a certain way because they don't really know the connection or the full story. And so children could be, an issue. But I don't really think so. I really think what this adult children shows up for is that, like I said before, this masculine refuses to grow up. He's like an adult child. He's very much in his ego. He throws adult tantrums, meaning when things don't go his way or he doesn't hear, he's not hearing what he wants to hear. Somebody hurts his feelings verbally or whatever, he feels attacked and he goes into this, I just don't want to talk anymore. He shuts down. This very immature energy instead of talking it out, dealing with it. Remember, we have the scroll here. We have the Knight of Wands who's coming in with this message supposedly, but it's all in reverse. So being very tight-lipped and not speaking or ignoring. Okay. Um, what changes are underway though? We have dietary changes. So somebody has been focusing on what they need to do to get themselves in better health, the inside of them. So someone may be already doing something different with their diet. Maybe someone is thinking of fasting here. We do have support. This is your ancestors and guides, your spirit guides, your angel guides saying we support you. So there is support coming in here. It's not like this masculine is not going to get what he needs. And he's being protected and he doesn't even know it. He is very much protected. Um, you are stronger than you know. Again, remember we talked about courage. So this masculine is stronger than he knows. Um, and that's going to have to come to him. That truth is going to have to come to him through the support of angel guides, ancestors, spirit guides. Okay, so because again, he does not know his strength at this time. You know, um, some extra messages here. Oh my God, I didn't even see that. That was hiding. Old lovers. You guys remember the song? If you know who Dwelle is, he has a song, Old Lovers. Somebody needs to basically, for those of you who don't understand what that is, it's Old Lovers. So, Old Lovers, look it up, listen to the lyrics. There's something in there for you, for somebody. Old Lovers. Okay? Farewell. Man, this is really about. this is a masculine who really feels like, again, too much has happened. It's almost like they feel like this is the last hurrah. Like it's almost like they know that they're leaving you. Not leaving you, but losing you. They feel like you're walking away with this farewell card. If they don't do something quick, if nothing changes, then they're going to lose you. Someone is thinking of you, okay? Uh, so just know that. For some of you, it is definitely this masculine is thinking of you, or he thinks of you often. However, for some of you, this is some new energy that wants to come in. Someone is already meditating on you, praying for you, thinking of you, thinking on you. So be prepared for that, because I do feel like there are opportunities getting ready to come in for you. And please, please be open. Some of these opportunities are going to have to do with your self care, your self care regime, or helping you with self care. If there's opportunities that come up for that, say yes, and make sure that you um, take the time to take care of yourself. Okay. Um, Coming in quickly. So I feel like this person, whoever this is coming in quickly. These opportunities, new opportunities are coming in quickly. As truth comes to light. Okay. Truth comes to light. So there is some message, something you're going to, some knowledge or wisdom or messages you're going to gain about this situation, that is going to help confirm what you think you already know. Um, and then we have One Last Cry. Again, this is another song by Brian McKnight, One Last Cry. Listen to that, someone. There's a message in there for you. Um, on top of the world. I feel like this is a message for, my divine feminines, knowing that, things are changing. Your life is changing as you know it. And a part of the mourning that you've been feeling, that you think that you've probably been mourning your divine masculine, but really what you've been mourning is your past. Like the you of your past, you know that that's the you you're never going to return back to, because your vibration, you're raising your vibration. You're never going to return back to that old thinking, stinking, that old negative self-talk. You're just not going to go back there. Financial, impoverished mentality, disparity. You're never going to go back there. You're on top of the world. Okay? You are a jewel. Literally, the card jewel came up. You are a jewel. A gem, the hidden jewel. And anybody who does not recognize that in you just does not deserve to even be in your space. And then we have the rainbow, which this is the second time this rainbow has come out again. Remember, the rainbow comes after the storm. The rainbow comes after the rain. The rainbow is a symbol of promise, a symbol of peace, even. Okay? Um, I almost want to even say it's the symbol of getting, of the chakras. So get balanced. Get balanced. Some of you may need a chakra cleansing or chakra alignment, and you can do that. A chakra cleanse. Okay, you can do that. You can look up online, Google, how to even, balance your chakras. You can do that for yourself. The information is out there. Just be mindful of where you get it, please. And if you need more information on that, or would like a chakra balancing or a chakra cleanse, you can also schedule that with me as your healer, musingmagic.net. Okay? So there is a way to message me through the website, and therefore you can speak directly to me, and you can set up an appointment. You can ask questions about what that even entails, what that looks like. Yeah. Okay. Are there any other messages that we need, Spirit? Let me know. Let me know. Yep, I heard someone just say it. I got you covered. We're going to go over these messages from Divine Masculine to the Feminine. Any specific messages from Divine Masculine to the Feminine? It's funny, right here, popped up in my face. Have faith in us. For some of you, it's I just want to kiss and wake up and make up, excuse me. And you awakened my soul. There has been some dishonesty there, and I just don't know how to come to you in truth. I don't know how to do that. I'm working on it, but I'm not there yet. Uh-oh. Dang, these messages pop right out of my hand. Again, have faith in me. I chose you. And who do I run to if not you? These are the thoughts keeping masculine up at night, by the way. Who do I run to if not my divine feminine? And I can't run to her because I fucked up. I'm about to lose her. And let it go. Let it go. I chose wrong. So those are the messages from your divine masculines. Yeah, those are the messages from divine masculine. That's it. That's all, guys. I hope those messages resonate. Again, if you liked anything you heard, if anything resonated, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you back here very soon. Again, if you want to check me out, schedule a healing or a personal reading for yourselves, you can check me out at museandmagic.net. And I'll have all that in the description box for you. And until next time, just remember that love brings change. Love is the highest vibration of all. Love heals all things, all wounds. Um, Raise your vibe. Self care is the best care. Take the time. So many of us need it right now, and we're just not heeding that advice. But definitely take time to take care of yourself. Until next time, I love you guys. I love you. You are wonderful. You are unique. You are special. You are beautiful. Okay? And you being here on this planet right now for such a time as this is enough. Wholeness, guys.